What is up, everybody? Make some noise. Now, y'all could get louder than that. What's up, everybody? Make some noise. Yes, welcome to Power 106's Up Next series. I am DJ E-Man. Of course, you can hear me every Monday through Friday at 12 noon, and we about to do this today, y'all. Before we start, I got to bring out our host for today. You can hear him every night on the Liftoff Show and, of course, rocking the weekends. Please make some noise. And this is his first time doing this with us. Make some noise for B-Nyce.
What up, what up, what up? Woo, let's go, make some noise.
What up, B-Nyce?
DJ E-Man.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? Thank you, everybody, for being here today at the very first Up Next of 2024. B-Nyce of Power 106, of course. And, man, we got a great day planned for y'all today. We got GoGo Morrow in the house. She's going to tear it down. Y'all ready to party? Y'all feeling good? Come on, y'all. I need some more energy, man. I don't know about this. Come on. Let's get to it then. Come on.
Power 106's Up Next is presented by Jack Daniels.
All right, let's give it up for GoGo Morrow. Let's make some noise, y'all. Let's give it up. All right, GoGo, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Before we get started, our friends at Jack Daniels left us something to, quench our thirst, if you will.
Okay, all right.
You want to take a shot before we get started?
Let's do it.
You about it?
Let's do it.
All right. I got a little heavy hand, don't mind me. I got a little heavy hand. Shout out to Jack Daniels once again. Salute. There we go.
I'm not even a drinker like that, but.
There we go. All right, so let's get it started. Let's take it to back then, the start of your journey, before all this got started, right? Did you think you'd be a musician back then?
That's so funny.
I mean, look at you right here. Look at you.
Yeah, honestly, I've been singing since before I could talk. My dad, my uncles, they all sang. My older sister sang. So I just was born into a very musical family. So I've always wanted to be a singer. It was when I got older that I questioned it, but ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a singer.
So you had a musical background. What were some of your other interests growing up?
I really didn't have any other interests. I literally used to sit in my room and I used to write lyrics down to all my favorite songs, and I used to rewind them over and over again and learn all the words, all the riffs. And so that's how I taught. Well, that was part of how I learned how to sing. My father also taught me, and then I grew up singing in church. So yeah, honestly, I was all music all the time. I used to watch videos from as soon as they told me I could watch TV, I was turning on videos.
You was watching the MTV jams and the MTV hits?
Yeah, I was watching TRL, 106
TRL.
Park. Yep.
I'm sure you were burning CDs as well, right? Mm-hmm. Who were some of your musical inspirations?
Brandy, Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Ashanti, all the R&B
A lot of
girls.
90s R&B?
Yeah, all the R&B girls, all the girls who were on top in the early 2000s.
I think E-Man's got a question up there.
GoGo,
What's up,
I'm
E-Man?
also a 90s R&B fan. To me, that's the golden era of R&B.
Absolutely.
Off the top, really quick, your top 3 R&B songs. Off the top of your head.
Oh, wow.
Top 3 favorite R&B songs.
That is a lot of pressure. Top 3 R&B songs, I would have to say Brandy, maybe Never Say Never.
Ooh, that's a dope one.
That's a good one.
That's also an album, too. Destiny's Child, Say My Name.
Come on, that's a classic.
Yeah, for sure. And a third one. Deborah Cox, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here.
Okay,
that's a dope one,
okay.
too. That's all. I didn't mean to put any pressure on you, but again, like I said, the influence of 90s R&B, especially to R&B now.
Yeah.
You hear it like crazy, which is really dope.
For sure, for sure.
Let's make some noise for 90s R&B and GoGo Morrow one more
Please
time.
do.
Come on, y'all, come on. All right, so let's get into the present day, right?
Yeah.
Starting with the hair, which is killer.
Thank you.
What inspired the blue hair?
So one of my favorite anime characters, her name is Bulma. Have you heard of her? She's
Yeah,
from
of
Dragon
course,
Ball
yeah.
Z. Yeah, so I always loved her character. I loved her hair, and so when it was time to find something a way for me to identify myself, I was like, I want to be Bulma.
Yeah.
So that's literally inspired by Bulma.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope. I see you. Well, you're definitely killing it. I'm gonna tell you that.
Thank you.
I also saw you were a guest speaker at NAMM this past weekend.
I was.
Are you
yeah.
big? Are you big into tech?
So no, that was my first time there. Like I've always heard of it. I got a bunch of musician friends who are music nerds, but I had never been there before. And I don't usually talk that much. I was like, y'all want me to speak on the piano? But yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I learned a lot. Got to play with like different keyboards and guitars and basses and stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
And I saw you met a lot of fans out there as well. And I follow you on the gram, and I saw on your
know.
story you got it was a lot of fan love out there.
Yeah, it was. Surprisingly, I didn't think anybody would even know me there, but people knew me. They showed up for the panel, and then I got to meet people who just heard of me for the first time too. So it was really dope. It was a great experience.
So do you think speaking on panels is something you feel comfortable with and you'll be doing again soon?
Sure.
Anything
I'm open. I'm open to it. You guys can hit me up, and yeah, I'm open to it.
Anything you got coming up you want to promote?
Yeah, so I have my new single, which I've been promoting for a little while now, is Don't Stop, featuring Young Blue. So you guys make sure you stream.
Yeah.
Stream Don't Stop.
I love the Aaliyah reference on there too with the Rock the Boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Aaliyah. I love Aaliyah so much. Like I miss her as if I ever met her.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. I love that song. That's one of my favorites for sure. That one, IOU, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
What are some of the biggest highlights in your musical career up to this point?
Some of my biggest highlights, man, I got to perform on the BET Awards, and that was amazing.
Let's go. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I found, thank you. Yeah, I found out about that literally like a week or two before the awards. It was just like they kind of threw me in there, and I was
Okay.
like, okay, I got to show up for the
But
job.
you did your thing. I saw the performance. You slayed that for
Thank
real. You slayed that.
Thank you so much.
So you mentioned Young Blue. You've worked with him.
Yeah,
Simba.
Simba,
You
my guy.
recreated the next episode with Simba.
Yes, we
That
have
was
a song.
dope.
We have a song called "With You" with Simba. He's a Cali native, so you guys,
Yeah. And even the legend Teddy Riley.
Yeah, that was a surreal moment for me. Like I can't even believe I have a record with Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley worked with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole legend right there.
That's a legend, and he was gracious enough, and he blessed me with his blessing. He also gave me permission to use the sound, use his sound that he created back in the '90s. So I was just really blessed to have the opportunity to work with Teddy
That's
Riley.
dope. Speaking of
Yeah.
legends, you were also a background singer or backup singer for Lady Gaga.
Yes, I was. You did your research, even.
I definitely know who you are, GoGo. But you've done a lot of great things, singing for Lady Gaga, singing for Wiz Khalifa, and even going on tours with many dope R&B artists, especially our brother Eric Bellinger. How was that being on that Obsession tour with Eric?
Oh my God, Eric is so he's amazing. He's such a light because he really has taken he gives the opportunity to people to come and use his platform and share his platform, and he shares his fans with us. And not only that, he just gave me so many gems while I was on the road, and then watching him perform, he's so dedicated to his fan base. He would do a meet and greet before the actual show, and the meet and greet was a concert.
Yeah.
And I was like, who sings for people before you sing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
So his work ethic, I learned a lot from that, and he just, he showed me a lot and gave me a lot of tips. So I'm really grateful for
No, that's
that.
dope. And I also saw you were part of Kanye's Sunday Service Choir.
Yeah, I was. Yep.
What was that like?
Man, that was fun too. It was a lot of work though. It was a lot of work. We traveled a lot, traveled with a big group of people. So when you're moving that many people at the same time and frequently, and if you don't have to know Kanye to know he's a very sporadic person. So he would just throw new songs at us the morning of a Sunday service. But it kept me on my toes. It taught me how to always be ready. So it was definitely a good learning tool for me.
And those were dope to see because it was very emotional at times.
For sure. Yeah, I had a lot of emotional Sunday services, yeah.
Did you ever have to take a song off? Maybe, shed some tears.
Plenty times I just couldn't get through a song. But, there's 80 other choir members, so you're usually cool.
That's dope. Yeah. You just take a song off. Somebody else will get it.
Y'all can
Somebody else will get it.
Y'all can handle my part.
So I mentioned 3 artists you've worked with. Teddy Riley, let's talk about that real quick. Did you work in the studio with him?
So my producer, his name is Harmony Samuels. He's here somewhere. Shout out to Harmony.
Shout out to Harmony.
His Teddy Riley is his mentor. He's Teddy Riley's mentee. So he had the idea, and he went to Teddy Riley and got his permission. And then yes, he came in the studio, and I saw them work and do their magic together. So it was amazing.
Yeah, what was that like being in the studio with?
Surreal, like I said, like amazing. I have to remind myself how many great moments I've had because they happen, and then I'm always trying to think next and how to get myself to the next level. But sometimes I have to like pause and like, you really did that, girl.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back, and that was one of those moments.
All right, so we named 3 artists you've worked with. Who are 3 artists you want to work with that you haven't yet?
3 artists I want to work with. Okay, Kendrick Lamar.
Compton's very own.
Yeah. Beyonce, she's on all. She's
gotta
on all
do that.
our
Gotta
lists.
do that.
She's on
Gotta
all our
do
lists,
that
for sure. And Pharrell.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to work with
Yeah.
Pharrell. I have my list is much longer than that, but those are the first 3 names.
The 3
that
main,
came out.
3 main ones.
So I got a quote for you, GoGo.
I'm listening.
You will not hurt my pride if right now you decide that you are not ready to settle down.
Period.
All right, you know where that's from, right? Of course, that Brownstone song, If You Love Me, and you use that in the song In the Way, which I thought was so dope. Talk about how you put together the In the Way song.
In the Way was such an organic, like, masterpiece that just came together. I had actually just moved to LA. Yep. It was the first song that me and Harmony had done together. And so he put me in a room, me and my co-writer, he put me in a room with a loop. And that's where I was at the time. Like, that's what I was going through. I was, like, going through, like, a breakup, and I just wanted to tell my story. So that subject came up, and then Harmony came in the room. He was like listening to it. He's like, oh, you know what? You should add that Brownstone line in it to complete the thought. And it was like a perfect marriage, and it just made the subject of the song like come together. So
that's fire.
That's
fire.
That's that 90s R&B again.
Yeah, that's that 90s R&B touch.
If you listen to my project, you'll hear how heavily influenced by 90s R&B I am.
So do you have a favorite song you've created?
Yeah, I do. I have a favorite song on each project, and a lot of them you guys haven't heard yet. They'll be out this year. But on Ready, my favorite song is probably In the Way, just because of how organic and real of a subject it was for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my baby. In the Way is my baby.
Yeah, I feel it. Let's make some noise for GoGo Morrow one more time, y'all. Come on. All right, so let's get into the Up Next. This is why we're all here, right? Let's talk about what plans you have for 2024.
I'm trying to be a superstar in 2024.
Come on, say that. Manifest that. Speaking of your existence.
Yeah, it's going to happen. And you guys, I'm so thankful for y'all. I complain all the time about how, us R&B girls, we don't have platforms anymore like this. Like, we don't have somewhere to go and people discover us and we get to promote ourselves. So I'm so thankful for this platform. And this is like one of the steps that I'm using to get to that next level. So, yeah, thank you.
Oh, of course. Thank you again for being here. And I know you're a girl's girl. You're big on embracing your fellow lady peers, right?
Absolutely. I have 4 sisters, so I was raised to be for the girls. It's in my DNA.
That's dope. You also appeared on Kenya Barris's Grownish.
Yeah.
That was dope to see. I'm a big fan of Kenya Barris.
Yeah.
What was it like just being on TV and being on Grownish?
Man, they asked me to do it. When I saw the script, it was like, I had a different character name. It was like Judy or something. And then they were like, you're going to be singing a song. But I wasn't aware that I was going to be myself. They were going to allow me to use my own song on the episode. So when I got there and they were like, GoGo's up, go, your trailer. I was like, this is crazy. It was so crazy. So I just thought it was such an amazing moment, and they treated me so well on set. And I was like, I think I want to do more acting. And I started in musical theater when I was a kid. So it just brought me back to like my roots. And I was like, I definitely want to try my hand in doing this a little more often.
Well, yeah, no, I was actually going to ask, will we be seeing you in more acting roles this year?
Yeah, hopefully, prayerfully. Call me.
Okay.
Hello.
Hit her up.
Martin Scorsese. Yeah, call me.
Link in bio.
Link in bio.
All right, so where do you see yourself in 5 years before we get to the...
In 5 years, I see me with several Grammys. I see me in some films, in some TV episodes, and I'm having like a very successful worldwide tour.
Come on, I love it. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for that, y'all. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so I see the homegirl Jimena over there. She's with the people. What up, Jimena? We got some some good questions over there.
What's up, B-Nyce and GoGo?
Hey,
You guys
beautiful.
look lovely up there. I have Ray from Whittier with a question.
What's up?
I do have a question for you. Now, you caught a buzz, and I've seen a lot of collaborations with some really dope artists. But if you could put something on the bucket list, one more artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh.
Dead or alive?
I like that.
Oh, that's a good
Dead
question.
or alive? I gotta say Whitney Houston.
Oh.
I love Whitney Houston. She's like, we'll never ever have another voice like Whitney Houston. And so if I could sit under her and like learn from her, that would have been amazing for me.
All right, Jimena, we got somebody else over there. Who else
we got
Who's next?
Chloe from LA.
What's
Hi.
up?
Hi. We all know that you're a singer, but I wanted to know, what is a super talent that no one knows about you yet?
Ooh.
I'm actually like a secret fashion designer. Like that's my hobby. I like to like sketch designs and stuff when I'm like when I have like a mental block or creative block. I like to sketch outfits and shoes and hair and all that other stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. That's dope. That's dope. We all see the drip. We all see the drip. Come on. Give it up for the drip. Give it up for the drip. All right. Thank you all for the questions. So stay tuned. Coming up next, we're going to see GoGo do what she does and kill that stage over there. We'll be right back, y'all. Thank y'all.